Hey everyone, do you like my new kicks? I think they're awesome. My sister got them for me for my birthday. AliExpress. And they're so comfortable. Pretty funny. So I've just been out collecting some mosquito larvae. Look at these big juicy things. So what I'm going to do is get my little pipette and these babies. I've set up this tank in the last week just with leftover plants, and I'm growing out some green terrors. So these guys are in a better sized tank just to grow out in. So they love their live foods. Just grab some more. And I've just got a little lamp sitting on here. Just feed them through the top there and they can enjoy that live food, which is within their favourites. But yeah, cute little tank. Just set that up. I've got all my fish books and magazines there. This is another gift for my birthday. Hang that up somewhere. It's pretty awesome. My mum got me that. And the eye is amazing. So I need to set it up where the light's coming through the back of it so the eye shines. Find a good spot for that. But yeah, just thought I would share feeding the live foods to these guys. And there's two other tanks that I always feed live foods for the fussy little fish. But yeah, I'm going to do an update tonight of my fish room, which I've been working on lately. And everyone's hungry in here, so gonna feed everyone. I've set up a wee desk in the corner there, which is gonna be like my little art studio / sit and watch the fish desk. I got some lights I got to turn on here, but yeah, I'm just gonna go feed these other two tanks and do a wee video of that. So this is in my bedroom. Some little scarlet baddis there, and they're very fussy. So their favourite food is the mosquito larva. And they've just gone right down chasing them to the bottom. I use that not for myself, I'm not that gross. I use that to feed the white worms, so that's what that was for. Come on guys, chase them, they're coming back up. So I've did a bit of pruning in here. It's not the nicest looking tank, but this plant here is just, I've had to prune it like 3-4 times just because it was growing right up the wall, so it's a really thick root base. So I probably don't want to rip that out because it makes such a mess, so I just keep pruning it. But you can see there he is, having a good feed. There's two of them in there. Would help if I cleaned the glass. Yeah, that one's got one sticking out of its mouth. There you go, yummy. Can't close its mouth now, they're pretty big mosquito larvae. So that'll keep them going. So there's a trick to swirl these guys, get them all together and then them up. I'm going to move these fish out, don't worry. I know this bowl's too small for them. But they get premium food. And otherwise doing pretty good. But they will need to be moved out. Give us a show. Plenty in there for them to feed on. And this bowl, just top ups. As you can see, I've got the monstera here. And I've put one of the roots in here and it's just created all these little runners. It's amazing. So that would be cleaning all the water. But I'm going to take these guys out and put them in another tank, larger tank. And I need to clean the algae off this one. But yeah, just done a water change on this one a couple of days ago. Added some plants. So it's looking nice with the front glass sort of clean. Now I have to feed all of these fish and start water changes. But I am going to keep videoing and do some info on this one here and this one here, which are my last larger tanks I set up, and that's just a smaller one I've set up recently, so stay tuned. This is a tub I've got outside here, guppies, leftovers here. I'm just going to go right in. I've got fish everywhere. Pond out there. This is the last tadpole, and this is a little tub I've had going for a while with swordtails, and there's so many little babies in here. So many fry, and the plant's doing well. I won't try and bore you and try and find the fry. This is my little outdoor pond. Goldfish. Quite nice out here. Got my raspberries, blackberries, blueberries. Feed the fish and just relax. I've already fed them, but they can have another little snack. So you get a view. getting quite chunky now. They've had one winter, so about a year old, just over a year. Some Hikari sinking cichlid excel for these guys. I just love the sound they make when they eat. So this video is just a mishmash of what I get up to. So these guys really like the Excel pellets as well. Liliu pie. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but they're called lemon cichlid as well. So there's 3 here. And this is a 200 litre tank, I'm pretty sure. 180 or 200 litres. So I've got a thick sand substrate. They're very aggressive little things. Got to clean the glass because the morning sun shines on this tank. But they chase each other a lot, and even chase the poor little pleco I've got in here. But what I've done here is I had a just some wall paneling stuff here I used just to wedge up a heap of crushed coral at the bottom. So there's kitty litter in there, crushed coral, just some larger gravel, and then I've got the large stones on top there. So this is a run by an air pump. So it's like an under gravel filter type thing, and I've actually fitted it with a like a spray bar along here with loads of extra holes drilled into it. So that's sitting under here, and the air hopefully is sucking water down into this, through this, and then out. So it's like basically like a filter. So there's no nitrates or anything in this tank. Everything's perfect. So I'm hoping over the years this works well and I don't have to do many water changes. Just keeps everything stable. I hope to breed these fish. I've got 3, so I'm hoping there's a pair there, but they're still quite young. But yeah, very aggressive little fish, but they're so fun to watch. Very entertaining little cichlids. But this was a fun project to do. Sort of like an under gravel filter, but yeah, it's just something different. And the fish seem to like it. And then they've got lots of caves in there, and I've added a little pot there. But yeah, very, very fun to watch. And this was actually a house plant that I trimmed. I had to trim because it was crawling along the carpet, and I've just popped it in the tank here, and it's rooted. So I've got a massive root here, which is great. So hopefully that kicks off and gets really big, because there's quite a lot of nice light that comes in here. So that'll work as well as a sort of cleaning the water. But yeah, it's a nice tank in the morning when the sun hits it. Not so much now, you can see all my junk behind it. But they're happy, they've had their food. My swordtails. I just fed them and went, whoa, that duckweed wasn't there last time I fed. That's going crazy. Again, I've just got a light bulb on this one, and the Anubias is very happy flowering. These guys are thrashing, so best I put some food in. But first I'll feed my guppies. So I just cleaned out a heap of duckweed, like thick handfuls of duckweed out of this one yesterday, so finally get some more light coming in for the plants. But I haven't done a water change on this for over a month, so I'll have to do that because I get the guilt. So I feed quite heavy just because there's that many fish in here and there's lots of young fishies, so it's always a fun one to watch. And I clean the glass too, so I'm sure the duckweed's going to love that. So I tend to go a bit mad when I feed this my big tank. I like the sinking pellets, so these catfish pellets are great for the sinking ones. Cichlid formula, they're slower sinking. The clown loaches love these little ones, and they love the 6L as well, which is smaller sinking. So dinner plate, and I'm going to feed with one hand. This will be fun. Don't drop the phone, Mel. The Frontosa need the sinking pellets because they don't tend to go up to the top. And the clown loaches love the sinking pellets too. This is such a fun tank to feed. Jacko there. The Bella sharks are very dominant feeders. And I've got the top dwelling ones, the Severum and angelfish there. Yummy. So this is the 400 litre tank I recently set up. Would have been, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago now. So all the driftwood I collected from a beach on the west coast here in South Island, New Zealand. The rocks are from a river up the road, and I've done a really thick substrate with the old sand from their other tank, just gravel and some finer sand here, mixture of rocks. I really need to clean the glass. Got diatoms going crazy on this tank, so you can't really see the fish as well as I'd hope, but it's going to look great after a water change, which I'm going to do now. Clean the glass. And yeah, I've got my 5 electric blue Acaras and 3 of my geos and green phantom in there hiding. See his tail down there. But this tank will be good once it's all, all the diatoms cleaned off and everything clears. pearl gourami in there. I'm going to add some more of those. But I'm just about to feed these guys, so they're looking good. A couple of plants, but they're real diggers, these fish, so they've been digging a lot around all these rocks, so it doesn't look as good, but it's kind of a natural wild type looking tank. Just got the light up there, not the best place for paint, Mel. Just got this canister filter running here, which had a leak. It had a leak coming from this part down, so I swapped it over from the one outside, which I'm just using as a shower anyway, so it doesn't matter if water. It was just a slow leak, but it was pooling in here, so swapped those over and it's working great now. And I've got the outlet above the water level, so it's a nice, decent flow and agitation there, and I've got the original sponge filter in there just to get the cycle going. But yeah, this tank also gets quite a bit of sun in the morning, which probably doesn't help with the algae, but the fish look great in that natural light. So the room's looking awesome. I'm enjoying it, and thanks for everyone for watching and commenting and all the new subscribers. It's so cool to see, and I'm happy that people are interested in watching my videos and what I'm up to and all my fish and projects. Yeah, it's awesome. Alright, bye for now, and I'll be doing more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Better feed this lot. And do some water changes.